sister Wives Robyn Brown has secretly taken all of Kody's assets. Robyn's plan to build a new life by bankrupting Kody has been caught. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia, and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The world of sister wives has never been short on drama, but nothing could have prepared fans, or Kody Brown himself, for the shocking revelation that Robyn Brown, his fourth wife, had secretly orchestrated a financial scheme that left him bankrupt and destitute. Over the years, viewers have watched as Kody seemed to prioritize Robyn over his other wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, leading to the collapse of his plural family. But behind the scenes, Robyn was reportedly building a plan of her own, one that involved securing all of Kody's assets for herself and her children while leaving Kody with nothing. This article delves into how Robyn allegedly carried out her scheme, why she did it, and what's next for the fractured Brown family. The beginning of the end, Kody's favoritism. From the moment Robyn joined the family in 2010, fans noticed Kody's affection and attention skewed heavily in her favor. While the Brown family presented an image of harmony and equality, eagle-eyed viewers and even the other wives noticed that Robyn often seemed to receive better treatment, more time with Kody, more support, and more resources. Over the years, the cracks in the family became gaping chasms. Christine left Kody in 2021, followed by Janelle and later Mary. The reasons they cited were clear: Kody's emotional withdrawal, his obsession with Robyn, and his unwillingness to support them equally. What no one suspected at the time was that Robyn's influence extended far beyond the emotional realm, into the financial. The financial warning signs. Insiders close to the family began noticing that Kody was spending far more than he was earning. His investments in Coyote Pass, his dream property in Arizona, were failing. The family's once thriving TLC income was no longer enough to support the sprawling family. Meanwhile, Robyn continued to live comfortably in a lavish Flagstaff home valued at over $900,000, while the others lived in rentals or modest houses. Documents leaked in late 2024 revealed something even more sinister. Multiple family assets, including homes, vehicles, and even business accounts, had quietly been placed in Robyn's name over the years. Even more shocking, many of the loans Kody had taken out were solely under his name, leaving him personally liable for hundreds of thousands in debt. Robyn's secret plan unveiled. Sources claim Robyn began her plan as early as 2012, just 2 years after joining the family. Here's how it allegedly unfolded. Consolidating emotional control. By being Kody's clear favorite, Robyn gained his trust to an extraordinary degree. She convinced him she was the only wife who truly supported him and who believed in his vision. This emotional manipulation made Kody increasingly dependent on her judgment, including financial decisions, convincing Kody to transfer assets. Over the years, Kody transferred several properties into joint ownership with Robyn, or entirely into her name, under the guise of protecting the family from creditors or simplifying paperwork. He did not do the same with his other wives. When Christine and Janelle questioned him about it on camera, Kody dismissed them, claiming they didn't understand the big picture. Setting up LLCs and shell companies. Robyn allegedly set up several small LLCs, limited liability companies, ostensibly for family businesses, and funneled family income into these companies, all of which were under her control. Maximizing debt in Kody's name. Robyn reportedly encouraged Kody to take out large loans and mortgages, promising they would pay them off together. In reality, these debts were in Kody's name alone, while the collateral, often property in Robyn's name, was protected. The breaking point. The full extent of Robyn's scheme came to light when Kody was served foreclosure notices and debt collection letters that he could no longer ignore. According to an anonymous family insider, Kody was stunned to discover that he had no claim to the Flagstaff mansion where he lived with Robyn and her children. Similarly, his name was not listed on the titles of several vehicles or bank accounts he thought belonged to the family. Worse yet, Kody discovered that Robyn had quietly moved much of the family's cash into private accounts over which he had no authority. When he confronted her, she reportedly told him, "I did what I had to do to protect myself and my kids. You can't be trusted." Why did Robyn do it? Speculation abounds about why Robyn would orchestrate such a ruthless plan against the man who seemingly adored her above all others. Self-preservation. Robyn has often spoken about how hard it was to join a plural marriage and how much she sacrificed for Kody. Friends say she feared ending up like Christine, Janelle, and Mary, abandoned and left to fend for herself. By securing assets in her name, Robyn ensured she and her children would be financially secure no matter what happened. Resentment toward Kody. Over the years, Robyn may have grown resentful of Kody's constant financial mismanagement and the burden of supporting the family's extravagant lifestyle. Sources say she told friends, "If I don't protect what we have, he'll ruin us all." A new life. Perhaps most shockingly, some insiders claim Robyn has been quietly planning to leave Kody herself and start a new life, possibly even with another man. Taking control of the assets would make that transition far easier. The fallout. The fallout from these revelations has been nothing short of catastrophic. Kody's reaction. Those close to Kody describe him as broken and humiliated. For a man who prided himself on being a provider and patriarch, discovering he had been outmaneuvered by the wife he trusted most was devastating. Kody reportedly told a friend, "She used me. She made me believe she was my only ally. And she gutted me." The other wives' reactions. Christine, Janelle, and Mary, already estranged from Kody, reportedly expressed little sympathy. One insider claims Janelle said, "He made his bed with Robyn. Now he has to lie in it." Christine allegedly laughed when she heard the news and remarked, "Karma finally caught up with him." Robyn's public silence. So far, Robyn has not commented publicly on the allegations. She's been spotted in Flagstaff running errands and attending church with her children, but Kody has not been seen with her. Neighbors say she appears calm and unbothered. The legal battle. Lawyers familiar with the situation say Kody's options are limited. Because most of the transactions were legal and willingly signed by him, proving fraud or coercion could be difficult. Moreover, Robyn's name on the properties and companies gives her legal ownership. Kody has reportedly hired a team of attorneys to explore his options, but some believe he may be forced to declare personal bankruptcy. What's next for Robyn? If reports are true, Robyn is already planning her next move. Sources claim she has been house hunting in Utah and has even been spotted dining with an unidentified man. Some speculate she may return to her monogamous roots, leaving plural marriage behind entirely. Others believe she may attempt to rebuild her public image and relaunch her jewelry business, My Sister Wife's Closet, now that she has financial independence. Fans react. Fans of Sister Wives have taken to social media to express their shock and amusement at the situation. Many feel Kody got what he deserved for alienating his other wives and putting all his trust in Robyn. On Twitter, one user wrote, "Kody spent a decade worshipping Robyn while ignoring everyone else. Now she's taken everything. Iconic." Another posted, "Robyn always played the long game. Kody underestimated her." Others, however, have criticized Robyn, calling her manipulative and cold-hearted. Could Kody have prevented this? In hindsight, there were plenty of red flags. Ignoring the concerns of his other wives. Both Janelle and Christine expressed discomfort over Robyn's influence, but Kody brushed them off. Putting assets in Robyn's name. Financial experts warn against consolidating everything under one spouse, yet Kody seemed oblivious, allowing Robyn to control business decisions. Over time, Kody allowed Robyn to take over more and more family businesses and finances. In the end, his blind devotion left him vulnerable. Lessons from the scandal. This saga serves as a cautionary tale about trust, love, and money, particularly in unconventional relationships. Emotional manipulation can have financial consequences. Transparency and equal treatment are essential in plural families. One should always seek independent legal and financial advice, even in marriage. With Kody reportedly bankrupt and Robyn potentially leaving him, the future of Sister Wives is uncertain. TLC has not commented on whether the show will return for another season. However, the drama has sparked renewed interest, and ratings have surged since the news broke. Some speculate that a spin-off focusing on Christine's new life with her husband David Woolley, or a series about the children, could be in the works. For over a decade, Kody Brown believed he was the leader of his family, the patriarch guiding everyone else. But the stunning revelation that Robyn may have secretly taken all his assets and left him bankrupt proves otherwise. Robyn played the game better than anyone else. She positioned herself as the victim, earned Kody's trust, and quietly secured her future at his expense. Whether you see her as a cunning strategist or a heartless manipulator, there's no denying that Robyn has changed the Brown family forever. As for Kody, he's left to pick up the pieces of his shattered life and, perhaps, to finally confront the consequences of his choices. Janelle and Mary accuse Kody of neglect. How Robyn's entrance shattered the Sister Wives family dynamic. When Sister Wives premiered on TLC in 2010, the Brown family presented themselves as a loving, functional polygamous household, one man for wives, and a growing brood of children, all living in harmony. But as the seasons unfolded, cracks began to form, and viewers started to see the emotional toll that polygamy and Kody Brown's decisions took on the wives. The most glaring shift came when Robyn Brown entered the family. Her arrival not only changed Kody's behavior but also sparked long-simmering feelings of hurt and neglect in his earlier wives, Janelle and Mary. Both eventually accused him of abandoning them emotionally and prioritizing Robyn to the detriment of the entire family. This article dives deep into the story of how Janelle and Mary felt sidelined, how they confronted Kody, and how Robyn's presence became the catalyst for the unraveling of their once close family. A family built on faith and compromise. Kody Brown grew up in the Apostolic United Brethren faith and always dreamed of building a plural family. He married Mary in 1990, Janelle in 1993, and Christine in 1994. For over a decade, they lived what they described as a cooperative, supportive family life. Mary, Kody's first wife, held a special place in his heart because of their shared history and spiritual bond. Janelle brought a pragmatic, steadying presence. Christine was nurturing and loved caring for the children. Together, the wives learned to share Kody's attention and work as a team. However, when Robyn joined the family in 2010, as both cameras and the world began watching, everything changed. The arrival of Robyn, a tectonic shift. When Kody began courting Robyn, it was clear to everyone, including the audience, that he was smitten. Robyn was younger than his other wives, divorced, and brought with her 3 children from a previous marriage. From the start, she was different. She didn't have to live in the same house as the other wives. She was given more privacy and flexibility, and Kody spent more time with her than with anyone else. Janelle and Mary were left to navigate their own feelings of jealousy, rejection, and abandonment, emotions that only grew over time. Janelle, the quiet storm. Before Robyn, Janelle had always been seen as the independent, career-oriented wife. She worked outside the home, supported the family financially, and rarely demanded much of Kody's attention. She found fulfillment in providing for the family and spending time with the children. After Robyn arrived, even Janelle began to feel the sting of Kody's neglect. In interviews, she confessed that she felt invisible and unwanted, that her sacrifices were overlooked while Robyn was treated like a queen. One particularly painful moment came when Janelle expressed that Kody no longer made an effort to connect with her. "I realized he wasn't even trying anymore," she said. It was all about Robyn. She began to withdraw emotionally, finding solace in her own space and focusing on her children and work. Mary, the wounded first wife. Before Robyn, Mary had a complicated relationship with Kody even before Robyn entered the picture. The two had only one child together, and after a miscarriage, Mary struggled with feelings of inadequacy. Still, she clung to the hope that their deep emotional bond would carry them through. After Robyn's arrival dealt a devastating blow to Mary's already fragile connection with Kody. She noticed how tender and attentive he was with Robyn, qualities he no longer showed her. "It felt like he forgot who I was," Mary admitted tearfully in one episode. "Like I didn't matter anymore." Mary tried to communicate her pain to Kody, but he often dismissed her feelings as jealousy or insecurity. She became increasingly isolated, and her emotional needs went unmet for years. It wasn't long before both Janelle and Mary decided they could no longer stay silent. According to family insiders, they each confronted Kody in separate and joint conversations, accusing him of neglecting them and favoring Robyn. In one heated exchange, caught partially on camera, Janelle told him, "You've forgotten the rest of us. You're so busy with Robyn and her kids that you don't even see us anymore." Mary added, "You used to care about me, about us. Now it's like we're just here to make you feel good about yourself." Kody, visibly defensive, responded, "That's not fair. I'm trying to balance everything. But Robyn needs me more right now." These words only deepen the wound, the evidence of neglect. Over the years, the wives and viewers alike noticed specific patterns that reinforced Janelle and Mary's accusations. Kody began spending more nights at Robyn's house than at any other wife's. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he even refused to visit some of the other wives because of concerns over exposure, yet continued to see Robyn regularly. Financial disparity. Robyn's house in Flagstaff was the largest and most expensive of all the wives' homes. Meanwhile, Janelle and Mary were left renting or living in smaller spaces, sometimes without enough money to cover bills. Emotional availability. Kody became increasingly emotionally unavailable to Janelle and Mary. He no longer checked in with them, planned dates, or even seemed interested in their lives. With Robyn, however, he was affectionate, attentive, and invested. The impact on the family. The imbalance created a toxic environment in the family. The children noticed. Several of the older children, especially those of Janelle and Christine, openly criticized Kody for playing favorites. Gabriel and Garrison, Janelle's sons, confronted him on camera about his absence and lack of support. The wives drifted apart. While Janelle and Christine formed a strong bond of mutual support, Mary sank into deeper isolation. Robyn, meanwhile, became increasingly disliked by the other wives and some of the children, who viewed her as manipulative. Kody's leadership diminished. Once regarded as the glue holding the family together, Kody's authority and respect within the family began to erode. His inability, or unwillingness, to address the wives' concerns left the family fractured. Robyn's perspective. To this day, Robyn denies intentionally coming between Kody and his other wives. In her view, she simply needed more support because of her own struggles and the challenge of integrating into an existing plural marriage. "I never wanted to hurt anyone," she said. "I just wanted to be loved and accepted. But I became the scapegoat for everything that went wrong." However, Janelle and Mary and many viewers argue that Robyn was fully aware of the effect her relationship with Kody was having on the others and did little to mitigate it. Janelle's breaking point. After years of trying to make things work, Janelle finally reached her breaking point. In late 2022, she announced her separation from Kody, citing his favoritism and emotional abandonment. "I realized I deserved better," she said. "I couldn't keep living like a ghost in my own marriage." Her decision to leave was met with both sadness and relief from the rest of the family. She moved into her own home and began rebuilding her life. Mary's struggle. Mary's journey was more complicated. She held on to hope longer than Janelle, believing that she and Kody could rekindle their bond. But after repeated rejections and humiliations, including Kody openly admitting he no longer considered himself married to her, Mary also decided to leave in early 2023. "I finally understood that he wasn't going to change," Mary said. "I had to save myself." Where they stand now. Janelle. Today, Janelle is thriving. She spends time with her children and grandchildren, travels, and has become a source of inspiration for fans who admire her strength and independence. Mary. Mary has also found a measure of peace, focusing on her bed and breakfast business and personal growth. She continues to work on her self-esteem and has expressed interest in dating again. Kody. Kody remains with Robyn, the only wife still by his side. However, their relationship reportedly suffers under the weight of everything that has happened. Lessons from the Brown family's story. The story of Janelle and Mary's accusations and the ultimate collapse of their marriages holds lessons not only for polygamous families but for all relationships. Kody failed to listen to his wife's concerns, dismissing them as jealousy instead of addressing the root issues. A marriage, even a plural one, cannot survive if one partner receives all the attention and resources. Both Janelle and Mary stayed too long in relationships where they felt unseen and unloved, but eventually chose themselves, a powerful reminder of the importance of self-respect. Over the years, fans of Sister Wives have been vocal about Kody's perceived neglect of his earlier wives. Social media has been flooded with comments like, "Janelle deserved so much better. She gave her all and got nothing back. Mary stuck around longer than she should have. Kody didn't care anymore. Robyn played the victim while taking everything." These sentiments reflect a growing consensus that Kody failed as a husband and patriarch. The future of the Browns. As the family enters a new chapter, questions remain. Will Kody and Robyn's relationship survive without the support of the others? Could the family ever reconcile? Will the show continue to document their lives, or has the story reached its end? For now, it seems the family remains divided, with Janelle and Mary pursuing happiness outside of Kody's shadow. When Robyn Brown entered the Brown family, she didn't just bring herself and her children. She brought a dynamic that upended the delicate balance that had held the family together for decades. Janelle and Mary, both deeply invested in their marriage to Kody and committed to the family, found themselves sidelined, ignored, and eventually abandoned. Their accusations of neglect were not only justified, but echoed by the viewers who watched it all unfold. Kody's absence from Janelle Brown's son Gabriel's birthday, a painful sign of neglect. For years, Sister Wives viewers have watched the Brown family navigate the ups and downs of polygamy, the love, the tension, the heartbreak. But nothing has illustrated the emotional cost of Kody Brown's choices more than his absence from his son Gabriel's birthday, an omission that cut deeply into the family and highlighted what many, including Janelle Brown, have called outright neglect. This article explores how Kody's failure to show up for Gabriel's birthday became a flashpoint in his unraveling relationship with Janelle and their children. We examine the events that led to that day, the impact on Gabriel, and how this incident symbolizes the wider fractures in the Brown family. The Brown family's fragile balance. From the start, the Brown family presented themselves as a modern, loving, polygamous family. Kody married Mary first, then Janelle, then Christine, and finally Robyn. Together they raised 18 children and built a life that, at least in public, seemed harmonious. Janelle, the second wife, was known for her independence and her calm, practical approach to family life. She often took on financial responsibility for the family, working outside the home and supporting the children while Kody balanced his time between households. But as the years wore on, and particularly after Robyn entered the family, cracks began to form. Kody's attention shifted almost entirely to Robyn and her children, leaving his other wives and children feeling ignored and abandoned. Gabriel Brown, the forgotten son. Gabriel, often called Gabe Brown, one of Janelle's 6 children, has long been a fan favorite. Outspoken yet sensitive, Gabe grew up with a deep love for his family. He admired his father and wanted to feel seen and valued by him. But Kody's increasing absence from Janelle's household and his favoritism toward Robyn's children left Gabe feeling invisible. The birthday that changed everything. Leading up to the day. In the months leading up to Gabriel's birthday, tensions between Kody and Janelle were already running high. The COVID-19 pandemic had exacerbated existing problems. Kody imposed strict rules about who could see whom, demanding that everyone follow his protocols, which seemed designed more to protect Robyn's household than the others. Janelle and her kids, including Gabriel, felt alienated by these rules. Gabe, in particular, clashed with his father over them. He wanted to continue his normal life, school, work, friends, and he grew resentful of what he saw as Kody's overbearing, hypocritical attitude. The day arrives. On Gabriel's birthday, everyone expected Kody to at least stop by, even briefly. Birthdays had always been important in the Brown family, moments when the children could feel special despite the chaos of plural marriage. But the day came and went without a word from Kody. No call, no visit, no message, nothing. For Gabriel, the silence was deafening. Gabriel's reaction: heartbreak and anger. In a rare, emotional moment captured on camera, Gabriel broke down while recounting how his father didn't even acknowledge his birthday. He described waiting all day for a call or a knock on the door, and getting nothing. "It was like I didn't even exist to him anymore," he said through tears. "Like I wasn't important." Friends and family close to the situation say Gabriel became withdrawn after that, struggling with feelings of rejection and questioning his place in the family. Janelle's fury. For Janelle, Kody's absence was the final straw. She had always defended him to the children, insisting that he loved them even if he was sometimes distracted. But ignoring Gabriel's birthday was indefensible. In a heated argument later, Janelle confronted Kody. "You didn't even bother to call your own son on his birthday. Do you have any idea how much that hurt him? Do you even care?" Kody, visibly defensive, reportedly replied, "I'm trying to keep everyone safe. If he can't follow the rules, that's on him." This response only fueled Janelle's anger. She saw it not as concern for safety, but as an excuse to prioritize Robyn's household over everyone else's yet again. Kody's excuses. In his own defense, Kody claimed he was simply following the health protocols he had put in place for the family, which meant limiting contact with any household that wasn't strictly isolating. But his critics, including his own children, pointed out that he still spent time at Robyn's house and continued to favor her children with his presence and attention. For Gabriel, it felt like a clear message: "You're not worth the risk." The family reacts. The other children. Gabriel's siblings, particularly Garrison and Savannah, rallied around him. They too had felt the sting of their father's absence and were furious on his behalf. Garrison confronted Kody directly. "You're not a father if you can't even pick up the phone for your kid's birthday." Christine's perspective. Even though Christine was no longer with Kody by this point, she expressed sadness over the way he treated his children. "That's not how a dad behaves," she reportedly said. "Birthdays are sacred." The symbol of neglect. For many observers, Kody missing Gabriel's birthday wasn't just a mistake. It was a symbol of a much larger pattern of neglect and favoritism. Over and over, Kody seemed to choose Robyn and her children over the rest of his family. He spent more nights at Robyn's house than anywhere else. He invested more money into Robyn's home while others struggled financially. He dismissed the feelings and needs of his older children, claiming they were disrespectful or rebellious. Gabriel's birthday became the moment when all of these grievances came to a head. The emotional toll on Gabriel. After the incident, Gabriel reportedly sank into a deep depression. Friends say he stopped engaging with the family and became withdrawn. At one point, he even admitted that he no longer considered Kody his father. "He's just a guy who used to be around," Gabriel reportedly told a friend. "I don't know who he is anymore." This estrangement mirrored what many of Kody's older children were feeling as his absence became more and more obvious. Janelle's decision. Janelle, who had endured years of being overlooked, finally decided she couldn't continue defending Kody. Shortly after Gabriel's birthday, she told him she wanted to separate. "If you can't show up for your kids, what's left for me here?" she said. Her departure marked another blow to Kody's crumbling family structure. Kody's perspective. In interviews, Kody insisted that he still loved all his children but that he couldn't reward bad behavior, a comment many interpreted as a dig at Gabriel and Garrison for challenging his rules. "They don't respect me," he said. "I can't have a relationship with them if they won't follow my leadership." But for many, these words only confirmed what the family already believed: that Kody saw obedience as more important than love. Fans react. When the episode featuring Gabriel's birthday aired, fans of sister wives were outraged. On Twitter, one viewer wrote, "How do you not even call your own son on his birthday? Shameful." Another said, "Kody has lost the right to call himself a father." Others praised Gabriel for his bravery in sharing his feelings and criticized Kody for continuing to prioritize Robyn's household. The bigger picture, a pattern of neglect. Gabriel's experience is not unique. Over the years, other Brown children have also voiced their hurt and disappointment over Kody's absence. Logan, Janelle's oldest son, Logan, often acted as the family's caretaker in Kody's absence and reportedly felt abandoned as well. Garrison was openly critical of Kody, accusing him of favoritism and hypocrisy. Isabel, Christine's daughter, Isabel, underwent major surgery for scoliosis, and Kody refused to travel with her because of COVID-19 concerns, despite continuing to visit Robyn's home. Each of these moments reinforced the perception that Kody valued one household, Robyn's, over everyone else. Lessons from the birthday incident. The heartbreak of Gabriel's birthday holds important lessons for families everywhere. No matter what, showing up for your children, physically or even just with a phone call, matters more than anything else. Children notice when they're being sidelined. Ignoring their feelings only deepens the wound. Favoritism can destroy even the strongest families. Every child deserves to feel loved and valued. Where are they now? Gabriel. Today, Gabriel has reportedly moved out of the family home and is focusing on his own path. Though he remains close to his mother and siblings, his relationship with Kody remains strained. Janelle is thriving outside of her marriage, focusing on her own happiness and spending time with her children. Kody remains with Robyn, though their relationship has also come under scrutiny as the family continues to fracture around them. The future of the Browns. As the family navigates the aftermath of these events, questions remain. Can Kody ever repair his relationships with his children? Will he acknowledge the pain he caused? Or has the damage already been done? For now, it seems the family has splintered beyond repair, with Gabriel's birthday as one of the defining moments of their collapse. Kody Brown's absence from Gabriel's birthday wasn't just a single oversight. It was the culmination of years of neglect, favoritism, and emotional distance. For Gabriel, it was the moment he realized that his father might never prioritize him the way he deserved. For Janelle, it was the final proof that Kody no longer valued their family. And for viewers, it was a heartbreaking reminder of the consequences of failing to show up for the people who matter most.